Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch with patch 092C, which was a very little update. I actually personally don't care about these small changes. Maybe you do, and we'll go through them together. What I care about is the communication on what they are currently working on, and at the bottom of this post they talk about a big patch potentially coming next week. So we're going to do some investigating, and I'm going to tell you maybe my new number one. It's probably top 3 that I would like to see fixed sooner rather than later. Okay, should be a pretty quick video. This patch came out a few hours ago. So this is what's going on. Fix the waypoints on the world map for Last Refuge outskirts being unusable. Fix the hide/show quest function on the world map. Fix the bug which caused air spam in the Immortal Summit. Okay, that's the entire patch for 0.9.2C. None of this stuff I care about. Obviously, anything that's a bug needs to get fixed, so it's good that they fixed it, but, you know, none of this are huge game-breaking stuff, okay? But don't worry about that, because this right here is what this video is all about. What we're working on. Thank you for your bug reports and feedback. We're still working on addressing more issues for future patches. Here is some keyword, some, see it right here, things we're currently investigating. Progress blocker in Temporal Sanctum offline. Personally don't care. Some skill projectiles are colliding with invisible terrain. I have seen this. That would be great. Transition times between scenes can be quite long. My current number one thing I want to see fixed is loading times. Okay, loading times is my current number one. Rarely disconnecting immediately after connecting to a new server. I have not experienced this. Sometimes your player model is duplicated after entering a new scene and the camera gets stuck. Portaling out to another server usually fixes this. I have not seen that. Rune prisons can rarely fail to spawn an exiled mage. I see this all the time, and it's always right when you enter an echo. So if you have a rune prison pretty close to your starting position, it normally means there's no mage in it. Enemies in arena and monolith often do not animate properly. This one I've been getting asked a lot about because it is so apparent. Basically, the enemies are floating. So, you know, when you're fighting in an arena, for me, it's normally an arena. The enemies just float towards you. They no longer walk or move correctly. So this one we have seen a lot of. Certain abilities failing to hit enemies correctly. I have not noticed that. Swapping loot filters can cause the loot filter interface to bug out. I have not witnessed that. Textures can pile up on the ground as you load more monolith echoes, causing strange visuals and increased memory usage. Now, lately, I can't say I've seen that, but every once in a while the game bugs out and you could see your loot on the ground or in the background in like your player select screen. So that's kind of a weird one that I have seen. And then item name lengths are now long when they should be normal. Okay, so that is the list of some things they're currently investigating. Now, before I read this final paragraph here, I'm going to tell you what I would like to see fixed. Last night during This Week in Action podcast 84, we were playing Last Epoch, me, Daft, and Guilty, and man, we couldn't get past the, all right, I'm the party leader, teleport to me, then they teleport to me, and then the floor is missing, and the floor's missing, and we don't know where we're going, and then we can't see our portal, so we can't get out, and then it just requires like a full reset, and then when you transfer to the party leader for the first time, the floor is missing again. I don't know what, I'm not a game designer. I'm not going to sit here and say this is an easy fix. It obviously isn't, because it's been in the game since 090, but the party mechanic of the floor being missing when you first form a party, that might be taking over my number one gripe over load times. That being said, it's almost in the same vein that when you're playing in a party, the load times in between echoes and things of that nature sometimes are really long. So It's almost kind of the same problem. It really functions around multiplayer and how smooth that experience is. Give me a floor. Last paragraph, or I guess 2 more paragraphs. We also wanted to take a moment to mention towns. You guys see towns around? We have discovered a new bug with towns very last minute before 092 went live and had to quickly disable towns again as the patch went live. As this happened last minute, we unfortunately didn't get communication out regarding needing to take towns down again. And apologize for that. We are, alongside fixing other bugs, continuing to get towns to a healthy state to get them in again. And Chess had an internal test for them today, so hopefully won't be too much longer. Here we go. Final paragraph. We're currently working towards a much larger patch, which we're hoping to get out next week to fix many of the reported issues. Thank you for everyone and your patience reporting these bugs so we can get them taken care of. So that's the update, beta 0.9.2c. I have a very easy, simple question for you. For any of those epochers out there, okay, this is a term I just started using, that's been playing 092. If there is something driving you freaking crazy that is actually wrong, not like I wish this was stronger or this needs to be balanced, no, like a gameplay mechanic that you feel is broken, leave it in the comment section. I promise to read all of them and relay any ones that are egregious. Anything you want to see fixed, leave it in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Best way to support me is on Patreon. Thank you to the first 82 members that have signed up. That's all I've got. Promised a short video. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.